Okay, back live.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh dear. Anyway, let's get back to work. Finish off this one here now. I'm using a very small little brush, round brush, and adding the highlights here underneath, of the shadow rather, underneath this barbed wire, just to bring it out. It's not a solid line, it's twisted, and just a few little lines to give the barbs. And then just a few little real darks in this little area right here. Darken up some of the cracks. These are little touch-ups, give you that nice little texture. Another one down here. And I think that does it for this one. Now we're going to go over, and I've got some tiles that we're going to do. And let's bring that down into this area here. Stick that down so it doesn't move. And that's also got a very, very light orange glow underneath. So I'm going to put a very light orange wash okay, now.
Filling it up.
Right, let's add a little light little orange wash here. And all that terracotta. It's the underpainting, then we go in with some other color over it later. Just the underpainting. I'm being careful there not to put it too strong. It must just be a very light orange underwash, underpainting. There's a little bit more here. And that should do the trick. I'm going to take a bit of yellow ochre. Let's put it down here somewhere. And I'm going to add a little touch of orange into it. So take some yellow ochre, let's put it down here. A little touch of orange into that. A bit more of the yellow ochre color, a tiny little touch of white. And then I'm going to basically put some of that in. There's another one. Down here, tiles are all different colors. Just the underpainting at this stage. Some of it's also got a bit of a darker color, which is in here. All different stages of moss and what have you. Just blocking in first. So that same color over here. And some of these other ones down the side. Put it darken that one a bit more down here. Plus lights coming from that side, this side here. It starts shaping up the ducks. Then we have the edges of the tile. I'm going to make it dark first, and then I'll add some lighter color underneath. We have some shadow here too. Let's add that. Add the shadows in for this one, where the one tile goes over the other. Some of these ones here, I'm leaving them a bit rough. There's a lot going on here. There's nothing's, of the places there's hardly anything that's smooth. Take a bit more of these. And giving it that the marks that you can get the rounding of the tiles. This one here is also a bit darker than the rest. Strengthen up these shadows. Down here. Now in between here is also some darker, slightly, it's not that light, so let's just add this in. Just doing roughly at the moment because we got a whole lot of moss and stuff to come in over the top of that. We'll do the tightening up as we go along. And it takes a bit of white in with the burnt sienna and let's lighten up this area here. I'll mix up some green and we'll make some. First of all, I'm going to take the dark green. I'm going to take some yellow ochre and ultramarine. And mix up some of the darker greens. And then we put the highlights on top of that. And this little thing keeps catching me there. That's a whole stack of moss inside here. And all the darker green. When we put the highlights on, it'll start showing up. All in this little, when the rain comes down, the water comes down, it's real nice place for all the moss to grow. Now I'm going to take some acrylic yellow or light, which is almost like a lemon yellow. And add some of that there into this side of that. I'll get myself some nice yellowy green, and I'm going to add the moss in. It needs a lot more white into that one to show up. There, that's better. Well, yellow is transparent and it just disappears over this darker color, so you need the white into it to, there's better. All the moss here inside in these grooves. see if I take some straight yellow and add that on that sort of half mix with the other. And there's more lichen growing on the top, so we'll just add some white onto that, and that should start showing up as lichen, because it will sort of half mix with the damp paint underneath. It won't be pure white. So we have patches here which has got lichen in it. We'll add the patches in and the markings on it as we go along. The other ones, there's quite a bit growing in here. Dab it in. Not so much on this one. Let's add some down here. And then in the lichen itself, there's some touches of blue. Actually, let's add this one right across like we saw the other one. Right across. Some have only got little patches on. Some light blue. Like that. And inside these ones, there's some few little blue tinges. Right, now I want to take some yellow ochre with white. And I want to start adding some of this nice highlights coming in here now. Yellow ochre has got a reasonable amount of opacity to it. It's a little bit on the opaque side. And we've added some white to it as well. Give it this nice highlight shine on. Light is coming from the right hand side. Here those edges. And then add a little touch of orange to that. There's my white. Now I'm going to start putting some of those real highlights on there now. As we finish off. See, there's a lot of texture in these tiles. It's been here for through all the weathers. Just strengthen these tiles a little bit here. Sort of half on the top. Get some of this yellow green. I still need some more, a little bit more brightness inside, so I'm going to take some white and that'll lighten it up. Into that, sort of half mix with the underpainting or the one color underneath. I think that's sort of coming up now. There we go. I think that's about it. I haven't quite got the other color. Let's check. See if I put a little touch of orange on there. There, it looks better. Now I'm bringing up that nice sunshine glow on the, coming closer to the terracotta. Okay, any questions so far? Before I get this, paint dark to light. Yes, that's when you're working with oils, acrylics and stuff, usually from dark to light. And even from with pastels, but with watercolors, it's the other way around. You work from light through to dark. You can only put the one sort of over the other. So let's, okay, I was going to, okay, so there we have. I just want to check there's any buffering black screen, paint slow, Dennis. Oh dear. Yeah, it's already 2 hours on the go, so I couldn't go too slow. Yes, let's put this again. Let's put it on the top here. So you can see that it is Painting Weathered Textures in Watercolor by Richard Bolton, Bolton. It's actually a very, very, very good book. I'm not sorry that I actually bought it. So I've used this as a reference for helping me train my my art side as well too. Okay, Richard Bolton. That's right, Val, you got it. Thanks for a very interesting class. Thanks, Zane. We'll see you again later. Thanks for coming up. Every one of you are all special. Okay, I think we're sort of coming to the end. I'm not sure, hopefully the, the computer will carry through to the end. And obviously, if you want to go and paint smoother stuff, that's fine. But this here is a real textured. That's what the whole thing do. It's an old roof. It's not a new roof. I prefer, if I've got a new building that I want to paint, whenever I come along and I actually weather it down, because anything that's too new is too clinical, and it's a weathered building or whatever it is, it makes much more interesting visual contact in your brain than any of the others. So, okay, so I think let's call it a day, and wherever you are, sleep well, or enjoy the rest of the beginning of the day. But from me and from Nolan, keep well. Ciao for now.